Because my next question is, Jimmy Garoppolo will be a 49er this season. Overreaction or not?
I think that's an overreaction. They were planning to trade him in March before he had the surgery on his throwing shoulder. Still hasn't thrown since the surgery. Is scheduled to do that sometime in the next couple of weeks. And the 49ers hope there will be a trade market for him. If not, they may end up having to release him because his salary, that $24 million salary, will become fully guaranteed if he's on their roster week 1. And again, they're probably not going to be able to afford to carry that.
Doesn't do wonders for his leverage around the league. But let's get back. I want to stop down on this Jimmy Garoppolo situation, bring in Sacho as well, Sam Acho joining us. Hey, just set it up for us, Dan. How robust is the trade market for Jimmy G?
Well, it's not. And I mean, look, the hope was in March that they could find a market for him, but he had that surgery. And now other teams that may have been interested or were interested have moved on to other options. So you have, obviously, the Carolina Panthers still have an unsettled situation at quarterback, the Seattle Seahawks, but they're not going to trade him to the Seahawks. They're in the same division. So it's not a very robust market. The Niners were looking for, from what I understand, a second-round pick plus something else back in March. Don't know if they can get that at this point. And again, there are teams out there that are convinced that they're going to have to cut him. And I mean, if you're the Seahawks, right, that's what you're waiting for, because then you can sign him for whatever you want.
It's amazing. I think in many ways they tanked his leverage by doing that. I would have maybe done it differently, not said anything, but cat's out of the bag now. So, Sam, I think the conventional wisdom here is that they should move on from Jimmy G. What do you say to that?
I say if you are going to move on, you need to wait at least for now, right? Everyone talks about leverage. Well, the longer you wait, I understand there's a deadline of week 1. The longer you wait, the more other teams realize they may not have that quarterback that they need. The quarterbacks that they drafted, the quarterbacks that they traded for, whether you're talking about Seattle, Carolina, you might realize you have issues. And so hold on to Jimmy G, number 1, for the trade value piece. And number 2, nobody wants anyone to get injured. But if in case of an injury to Trey Lance or something, at least you have some kind of insurance.
It's an interesting point, but then I wonder, Dan, about the Jimmy G part of this, because he's sitting there, he's already basically told the fan base he's out of here. How does he stand in all of this?
Well, he actually has a fair bit of leverage, right? Because anybody who trades for him, or if the 49ers did want to keep him, they probably have to make some sort of adjustment to the contract. No one's going to want to pay him $24, $25 million this year. So maybe you talk about spreading it out over a couple of years. But he doesn't have to agree to do that. Right? He could say, go ahead and cut me and I can pick my next destination. That might cost him money, but he's made a lot of it, and it may be that he would prefer to pick where he plays next. So he has a decent amount of leverage in all of this.
Yeah, Sam, put yourself in Jimmy G's shoes. You've already done so well for this team. You've led them to the NFC Championship. Now you're being told Trey Lance is going to take your job. How does that make you feel if the Niners say, hey, look, why don't you stay and we'll see what we can do?
Hey, I feel great because I got $24 million guaranteed coming in September. When Jimmy G starts, the San Francisco 49ers win 70% of their games. They average 28 points. And so Jimmy G is a proven winner in the NFL. And so if you want to cut me, fine, cut me. I'll go play somewhere else. If you don't want to trade me now, that's fine. But I know by the time that week 1 comes, my money will be guaranteed. So I am A-OK. I am not taking a pay cut. I'm actually in the catbird seat right now.
Really good point. He's in the best position. The only one who's not in a great position are the 49ers. We'll see what they end up doing. All right.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.